Hola to our techie friends in Portugal and hello to everyone. This is our next tutorial in our series on web scraping using Python. I am Scrappy and this is World Web Scraping. There we go! Welcome to World Web Scraping. This is the next tutorial in our series on web scraping using Python, and today we will talk about web crawling. Actually, till now what we have done is we have seen how to scrap data from a single page, but that's not usually like how we want to extract data. We want to go to multiple pages and then we want to extract data. We want to go in the links that are given on the page and then go to the next link and grab data from there, and then in that link itself there will be multiple links to go to those links and then grab some data from there. But that is called web crawling, to going to multiple links from one page, but that's not as simple as it sounds, because to effectively do web crawling you need to spend a lot of time seeing how your page is the page that you want to scrap the website, and you want to scrap, you have to look into details, how those page behaviors, what is the HTML structure of the page, and if you want to create an effective crawler, then a website that maintains the same as HTML tags or the same as HTML formatting throughout all of the pages following the first page. It is very easier to crawl data from there because you don't have to break your head and create an exception for every other page. But if a site that frequently changes its page and the HTML, the structure is not similar throughout the pages, then it becomes really difficult to crawl data from those websites. So let's just check which ones. Go back to the first PPT that we saw and see what are the difference between web scraping and web crawling. So web crawling mostly refers to downloading and storing the contents of a large number of the website by following links in web pages. So inherently mean that when you go to a single page, that page will contain several links. It is not always that the page has only the data that you are looking at. It does not have any external links. It will usually contain some links that will take to further pages of the website, or it will have a link that will take you to outside the website. It will take you to external links. So in that case, that is what web crawling is. You grab all those links and then you go to those pages and then you to check data there. But web scraper is simply like downloads data from a single given page. That's what we have done till now. But web crawling is on the way difficult. It's not that difficult, it was code works in the same way as we have done for web scraper, but it's just we have to create loops to extract all the links, and then we have to examine all those links and then find out what links we want to go to, and then by going to those pages physically first, we need to verify if the base structure is the same as my current page and what kind of data you want to grab from all those pages. You need to know that if you are not yourself aware of what kind of data is on those pages, then you can crawl it. So that's what you need to know, or you need to create effectively try and accept block to navigate through these situations. So today we talk about like how to grab all of those links first and how to build a sitemap. Sitemap is basically to grab links, all the external or internal links that are given on this particular page and that takes you to another page. So that is called a sitemap, and then you can actually do that from one page to another page and then find all the links that are there, and then go inside those links and find out the links that are there, and it can go infinitely wrong actually. So there can be like thousands of links contained, that way. So today we will go to one page and we will grab all the links, and then we will see how to do that. So let's get started. I will be working on Jupyter Notebook, and today we are going to, I have already started my Jupyter Notebook, and I'm going to go to this page today. That is Wikipedia, so we will grab links from Wikipedia today, and there are several links on Wikipedia. You see all of these things on this page for Tom Cruise that Wikipedia has. So I guess all of you know who is Tom Cruise, and I don't need an introduction. So you see like all of these pages full of links. Wherever you go, every line has a link. So it has a link and it will take you to a new page. There it has a link Golden Globe Awards, has a link Academy Awards, has a link, has films, has the link. So this page is filled with links. See Risky Business and everything's hundreds of links on this page everywhere. You click and it will take you to an opening, and those pages again with have their links containing, and also apart from the links that are related to Tom Cruise. We are interested in to find them, all the links that are related to Tom Cruise on this page. Either it's films, either is about his personal life or his colleagues or his co-stars or awards and recognitions, whatever is related to Tom Cruise. Other than there are many more links that are not related to Tom Cruise. Some links are related to Wikipedia. Like here you can go to the main page, donate to Wikipedia random article, Wikipedia store, right? Then about Wikipedia community portal, recent changes, whatever. So these all links are not useful to us. So what we will do, we will find a way to remove all these links from our list that we'll grab from this page. And so let's get started. First, what we will do is I will import my libraries first. So the standard libraries that we have been using till now, I will import urlib from urlib request, import url open, then from bs4 I'm importing soup and importing regular expressions. And then before starting this whole loop, I will put this into another line and I will just create my object here. So this is the link of this Tom Cruise page, and I have just copied, and I'm creating a urlib object and naming it Tom, and this will download my page. And then I'm creating a beautiful soup object again, bs object soup tom dot read, so that we will read our content of the page. And after this is done, I'm creating a loop and I will explain each line of this loop one by one. So first let's go to the page and see what we have. So what I'm doing is so let's go to the page first and we will see what we got here. So heading is here h1, and on this all of this is contained in this division ID, right? This div contains ID content, contains all of them, and this is complete for this contains the whole of the page, including these articles also, which we don't need. Then this div ID contains all of the information below in this, and we need to further dive and see what we need now. So you see here this view ID is body content. This contains the information that we need. This does not contain any of these external links, and in that, right, so you can see all of these things here, and this is contains all of our information. And what I'm writing here is for link in BS object find all I am finding all of my A tag. So let me show you what all of my A tags will give me. So I will just copy this line of code and show you here. So this is A tag that will give me starting from this ID on top. So this is where my A tag start. This is A tag that will give me everything that comes below this. And this is what we will get starting from there. I have got all of my pages that contain all the information related to Tom Cruise only. Then next I'm writing a for loop for link in BS object dot find all A. Now this is a list, right? You remember that this starts with a square bracket. That means a list. So we can iterate over these if you are aware with Python, and if you have seen my tutorials, you can understand that we can iterate over a list. We can go from one element to another element, and then we can go from one to all of these elements that are in a list. So what I'm saying is for link in BS object dot find all. The link is nothing. You can name it anything, and you can name it element for every element in the list. If for every element in the list, if href in link dot attributes, now href is one important thing that you need to see, because we want to find out all the links, which takes us to external pages. So one thing about this is that all the links are always inside. href tag always contains the links. So that's why I'm interested in finding that wherever href is coming. That's what I'm writing in my loop. Always, you see, if you are not only on this page, not only on Wikipedia, anywhere you go. This is the last page we did in our tutorial and how to come to a regular expression. And you see here also the links are contained in href. So href is the tag that contains the links. So that's what I'm writing here. That is, if href is in link dot attributes, now attributes, that if you don't remember it, we have covered it in our tutorial when we were talking about the find and find all, what attributes does if you call it on a tag. So these are all tags. So if we call it in dot attributes or a tag, what it does, it creates a dictionary and it gives you all of those attributes of that. So if in, what does that mean? Is that like if this is a single tag right here, an ID, if you if you call dot attribute on this tag, what will happen? It will give you a dictionary that will show you ID as the key and top as the value. So that's what it will do. So for all of these things, like if we know the next thing, it will go to this tag. After the first tag, it will go to the second tag and it will call dot attribute on that. So what it will do is if you create make a href as the key and this all of these things as the value, so that's what I dot attribute to. So let me show you this thing once. I will comment this out and I will show you just this, how dot attribute will work. Just say print a link dot attributes and let's see what that gives. You see it here. What it did is created all the wherever href is coming. So where href is coming, they're only called the dot attributes. So wherever the href is coming, it can make href as the key and all the text that follows it that is assigned to href. It makes it a value. So that's what the href dot attributes do, and you can uncomment it again. So what I'm saying here now in the next line, that print link and dot attributes href. Now what I'm saying, like this is a dictionary now, so I'm working on a dictionary now. Whenever I call a dictionary is named, so this itself becomes a dictionary. Link dot attributes is a dictionary itself. So what if I call the key from a dictionary? If you remember from my dictionary tutorial, so if I write the name of the dictionary and I call the name of the key, then what will I get the value of that key corresponding to that. So if I run the cell, I will get all of these values, right, whatever is coming against href. So let's run this, and you see I got all of those values that we are coming against href, all the values for href key. I have got it now. These are all the links I have got, all of the links that I needed, but the issue with this itself will contain some links that we don't need. That is not related to Tom Cruise. I will show you some of those. You see these things here: Wikipedia column, future content column contains current events column, random donate to Wikipedia, wikipedia.org, help column contains Mickey about. These all links are not related to Tom Cruise, and we actually do not need all of these. And then there are these things like if these are some external links, again, because we are interested in finding the Wikipedia links right now. So these also we don't need. So we need to remove all of these links, and we need to keep just all Wikipedia links that are related to Tom Cruise. So to do that, we need to clean our code further. So this gives us this is now you write one more function that will clean this code further. So here I have written this for loop again, and this will give us the clean list. So here again, what I'm doing is for link in bs_object.find. Let me show you what this line of code does. So first, let me show you the body of this page that we have what I'm talking about. So what one similarity that we can see in all the links that are related to Tom Cruise is that all of those starts with backslash, wiki backslash. That's how they all start. And if we go to the page links that are not related to Tom Cruise, what we see there is that all of these links contains column here, and none of the links that are related to Tom Cruise has a column. And all of these things that are not starting from wiki, they will also not be using all of those links again. So I will remove all of those links which are not related to Tom Cruise, which does not start with wiki, and which contains a column, because they are again not related to Tom Cruise. So, and one more thing is, like, all of our Tom Cruise links are contained in this div. If we go here, this div is I showed you earlier, this div where ID is body content. It contains all of the information related to Tom Cruise. And so our first filter will be this thing. Then our second filter will be that all of our links should start with the wiki. You can see here. So all of our links should start with slash wiki slash, and none of our links should contain a column. So that's what we will see you later. Let me show you one of the wiki links, and it will have a C. This also starts with the wiki, but it contains a column here. But any of the Tom Cruise links that you go and you see, it does not have a column. So these three filters: first are body content div, and second is that it should start with the wiki, and third is that it should not contain a column. So these three filters will give us in a list of our required pages. So this is my first filter, that where I'm saying that go to div where ID is body content. So let me run the cell and see what if it gives the result, what resulted from it gives a run. So it gives me all of these page content, and it has all of these tag information. it has all of these complete pages starting from here. If I go and click here, so it has all of this page, complete page. Now the next filter in the setting up is .find all the A tags. In this, go all the A tag, and in the A tag then saying href re.compile. So I'm writing a regular expression. You have so if you are not familiar with the regular sessions, is over and watch my video on the regular expression, so you will get more clarity from there. So I'm writing a regular special here, but what this regular expression is saying, that these carets are told in my regular special tutorial, that this means that all of these should be in whatever I'm writing after this caret. It is my string that should match all of those attributes. So what I'm saying is that it should contain a /wiki/. So that's my first criteria, right? Then I'm writing this question mark and exclamatory sign, means that whatever comes after these two signs should not be in that string. So that's this two sign combined means. So I'm writing that after that colon, so that is colon should not be in all of those links. So this becomes my set a filter complete filter now. And then now let me run this, sell this complete code once, and I will show you what this line of code means. So now it is showing me all of those links only with starts with a wiki right, and which does not have a column. So all of these links are related to Tom Cruise now, and then I'm saying the same line of code that I wrote here. Now I need to extract these kinds of list out of all of these tags right now. This list has all of these href and everything and a tag. I need to remove all of these rights. So to do that, I will again call the same function there, like it's href in the link. So this will create my directory, and from that directory I will get the values assigned to the href key. So that's what I'm going to do again. So let's run this complete code. So it's the same line of code. I will return in the earlier link if href in link.attribute. So this will give me a dictionary, and I'm calling the key href from the dictionary, and it will give me a list of all of the links. So now you see, they only have the links that are related to Tom Cruise. These are all the internal Wikipedia links that are related to Tom Cruise that are available to Tom Cruise page. So this is the objective of this tutorial. Now what you can do is just one page, and I grab these links from one page only. If I go and I will click on one of these links, right? Let's click on Golden Globe. It will take me to Golden Globe Awards right now. If you go back here, you will see there are several links here again. So there are so many links here again, and this contains all of these links. So what you can do, you can save all of these links into a list, and then go to each one of these links one by one and grab the links contains on that page. Like if you go to Golden Globe Awards, then you grab all the links contained on that page, and then from there you can go to all the links that are contained on the other pages. So it can go and become infinite loop, because there are lakhs of links available on Wikipedia pages, and it can go on like that. So you can have like thousands of links like that. So you have to be aware of the data that you are looking for. First thing. Second thing, we are when you grab this kind of internal links, then you have to be sure that if you want to grab some data from there, then you have to give some of those pages, and be sure that they all have some similar kind of HTML structure like this. You have to evaluate that they have a similar kind of structure. Then from there you can grab the data by writing you for loop, so that's what you can choose. So that's it for today's tutorial. We have created our first web crawler, and we have grabbed all the internal links from the page over the Wikipedia page, and in the next tutorial we will see how further we can improve on this. So that is all for today, my techie friends. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe to our channel. See you in the next video tutorial, and do not stop visiting our website. Leave your comments below and ask me any question you have. I will be very happy to answer them. Link is given in description of this video to get code and full material. Stay happy, stay safe, stay techie.